until the paper started crumpling and falling apart from my juices.
What?
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Vincent, and if you don't know me, then now you do. Today we are back for part 2 of ranking your most down bad confessions. Now I posted a community form on my community tab basically asking you guys to send me your most down bad confessions about anything. A fictional man, a real man, completely up to you guys, and you guys just sent in these confessions anonymously. And since it's anonymous, there's probably some crazy stuff that I don't even want to think about.
Relax. You can handle it.
Before we begin, we need to talk about the ranking system. I kind of updated it a little. So at the very bottom we have get back in the cell. Like, get... And then up next we have prison, but I'm bailing you out. You're gonna be dealt with and you're gonna get caught, but like, I got you, I'm getting you out. And then we have real, I fear. Unfortunately, it's a little bit real. A little bit real. And then we have okay twin, like okay. And then last but not least, on our S tier, we have get off my alt. You're on my alternate account, you're putting in Google Form submissions, and you were on my alt and you need to get off. Now that we figured out that ranking system, it is time to get into the confessions, y'all. I'm scared, nervous, anxious, everything in between. I don't know if this is crazy or not. So I had this very close friend that I kinda had a crush on, but he was like really pretty, okay? Like, please bruise my esophagus with that meat. But he was like really pretty, okay? Like, please bruise my esophagus with that meat. Anyways, one time our entire group was hanging out at this cafe and he was sitting next to me. Everything was going so normal until he leaned closer to me and said, "Have you ever realized how small your skull is? Sometimes I just want to know how much strength it needs to crack that thing open, you know?" Oh! Okay. So I was pretty sure no one else heard him because we were all busy eating food and talking. But that was kind of hot. Like, what do you mean you were staring at me? You are so down bad. Like, if you want me to peg you, just ask. We can make other things crack open too. Like, I just kind of laughed it off. I wanted him to manhandle me right there. But on the other hand, my friend was concerned when I told her about it. Anyways, I love you so much, King. Wow, that's a lot to unpack. I mean, like, if somebody's talking to you and they're like, "Oh, like, your skull looks so small, like, it looks so easy to crack open," that is like, I would be concerned, personally. I mean, like, me personally, if someone says that to me, I'm running out the door. And the fact that you were like, "Oh, like, what do you mean you're staring at me?" It's like, looking. It's just the fact that your attention's on me is very much like, okay, it's like, what's about to happen? Like, are we about to date right now? I think to most people, it'd be cause for concern. And like, I am slightly concerned. No, like, I truly am. But I think prison, but I'm bailing you out. With enough convincing, I could be like, okay. I think I have a thing for whimpering. There was literally a time when my friend, a guy, had stretched and I was sitting behind him. And you know people make that little whimpering when they stretch? He did that. I'm not even attracted to him, but that made me feel something. Like, whenever someone I know gets hurt or is crying or some kind of scene in a movie, if they even whimper in the lowest, tiniest voice, I will actually go feral. It's not even funny anymore. I'm concerned. Help. How do you guys feel about whimpering? I feel like we need to come to a collective decision about what we think about whimpering. Personally, I don't like love whimpering. I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I heard someone whimper and I was just like, ooh, like, she's throbbing to the sound of like the voice, you know what I mean? I think I'm gonna put it in real. I fear it's not like really real personally, but like, I get it. I really get it. And you know what? I can appreciate the fact that you like that. Like, if you're into that, 1000%. But it's like, personally, I'm not, but like, I get it. I want Gojo. We can just stop it there. Like, that's all we needed to know. I want Gojo to eat me out so badly that one time I printed out his face and glued it to the football in my room and then bounced on his face until the paper started crumpling and falling apart from my juices.
What?
Bounced on his face until the paper started crumpling and falling apart. Yeah, like, okay. I mean, I almost want to ask, like, why a football though? Because like, of all the things you could have put that on, like a football, but like, it's Gojo. You know what I mean? Real? Hey bestie, sometimes I close my eyes while having sex with other guys to pretend that they are Toji or SYLUS and secretly moan their names under my breath. You know what? I get it. Like, if sometimes, like, you just need, like, the physical... those two fictional men, like, I get it. But I don't think it treads on the territory of, like, OK Twin. Because OK Twin's like, okay, actually, no, because it's Toji or SYLUS, OK Twin, like, okay! So, I had a crush on a boy one time when I was like 13, and every time we were having classes and there was nobody out in the hallway, I would ask the teacher if I could go to the bathroom. I'd go to the women's bathroom to disguise myself, and I'd sneak inside the boy's locker room and jam on his lock thingy. And when it's open, I'd sniff his underwear, sweaty clothes, socks, and shoes. Wait. No, wait. I'd even leave letters on them because I liked him. Reminder, this story is fucking real and now we're dating. I haven't confessed that I used to do that, so should I? Oh, you're asking me? Oh, yeah, like, I think you should say something. You know what? Like, relationships are built on trust. Yeah, they very much are. You'd go to the bathroom and disguise yourself and then sneak into the boys' locker room and sniff his underwear, sweaty clothes, shoes, and socks. Babe, like, that's... I'm pretty sure that's multiple crimes. I mean, if that's what you want to do, like, I'm not one to judge. Again, this is a safe space. But, like, they're gonna get you, babe. Like, you might need to get back in the cell. Please get in the cell. I used to have the biggest crush on my boy best friend. Like, to the point where I'd make sure to be with him 24/7. When it was Halloween, I somehow tricked my parents into letting us stay home alone. So I set the mood straight. Got popcorn, watched scary movies, etc, etc. Then after all that, I told him I had a special surprise for you. And took him to my room, double checked to make sure no one was around, and flashed him. Sorry, worst rejection of my life. The first words that came out of his mouth was, "You're flat." Traumatized for life, both of us were. By the way, I never made contact with him again. I fear you might need to get into the cell. But, like, stay in the cell for a bit just so you can, like reflect and then, like, come out a different person. You know what I mean? And I think that's a course of action that needs to be taken here. Hey, I am male 19. I recently attended a funeral where I found this man really cute. I am tall, but he was way taller than me and was low-key built like Toji. I thought he might be interested in me too, but then I was like, maybe I am being delulu. So real. At one point, we had to remove our shoes in one area to offer flowers and pray for the deceased. On my way back, I couldn't find one of my shoes. He looked for it, found my pair, and even helped me put it on. If that isn't a clear sign, I don't know what will be. By the way, he might be around 40. I mean, like, okay. Okay, I see it. 19 and 40 is a little crazy. Wait. If I was at a funeral, the funeral is the crazy part, but like, I digress. If I was at a funeral and there was like a fine 40-year-old, real life fear? Because nothing happened, and I think because nothing happened, like, you're not going to prison. Like, you're fine, but like, a little bit delusional, but like, being delusional is a bit real. Like, I think we've all had... No, okay, I'm gonna stop talking. So when I was younger, I had a crush on this guy. Bro was like 19. One day he spat on the outside ground and I licked it for a week, but my mom found out because I kept getting strep throat and she watched it. I can't read A, B. What? Like, okay, the first day, and I'm not like relating, but like the first day, like, okay, I maybe like the DNA is there, like maybe like the first day, like it's like, okay, still horrendously down bad. Like this is down bad. Girl, you got strep throat. Getting yourself, like no, you're done. Like you're actually done. I want Gojo to me in the car, on a motorcycle, on a trampoline, bent over, toe curling, fist clenching, nose sniffing, eye rolling, earthquake, jaw dropping, soul snatch, bile, moan inducing, back break, gushy, gravity defying, sweaty, body shivering. I don't think we need any further explanation. I mean, Gojo, right? Gojo. Is that my ult though? I don't... How did it end up there? How did it end up there? That's so crazy. One time, me and this friend pretended we were dating and we like pretended to have E6. It actually got so bad that I had a wet dream with him. I still cannot recover from this, send help. Now, I don't think you're like a villain in this situation. No, because like hear me out, right? Like, yes, you guys were having the online tango, but like you guys were also pretending to be in an online relationship. So, like they almost balance out because you're not like as down bad. You guys were like in a relationship, right? Maybe you caught feelings and maybe that's why you had that little dream with him. It's not real. it's not real life here. And you might be going to prison, but I'm gonna bail you out. Don't even worry about it because like, I'm gonna bail you out and then we're just going to move past this. It never happened. It literally never happened. One time, I tried to touch my teacher. I think it'd be worse if it didn't, but the fact that it says tried, I'm assuming you failed. I'm just gonna go off on a limb here and say you failed. I think I need a bit more context. I'm hoping this is not high school. Girl, just get in the cell. You just need to get in the cell, please. Like, at this point. But like, no, you know what? Cause you guys know those like college AU like professor. So there was this guy in senior year I had a massive crush on. I was a perfect overachiever. Everyone knew me for that. It wasn't even that he was super good looking, but his voice, oh my god, his voice. It did things to me. You know what? Before we even get into the rest of it, that is so real because a voice can do wonders. A voice can do wonders on a person, and you know what? That's just how it is. I remember standing on stage giving a speech with him right behind me, waiting for his turn, and I was literally losing it, trying to keep my cool while getting ridiculously turned on and aroused. Girl, please, please. I mean, like, in front of a crowd, though, like, not in, like, a shaming way, but, like, in front of a crowd. Like, when I'm in front of people, like, I'm way too nervous to even, like, think. But that's not even the craziest part. Fast forward to the sports festival, and we had this game where you had to hold hands with random people and pass a hula hoop down the line. I'd been manifesting for days to get even a little closer to him. And guess what? I got to hold his hand. Okay! After that, I pulled it straight to the bathroom and yeah, I went all out with the same hand that just held his. Completely lost in the moment. Hee. I understand like the physical aspect of it, but going after... I'm getting flashbacks from my last video about the blood one. And some of his blood was on my hands. And then I went to the bathroom and asked... What? It's not as bad as the blood one, as the blood incident, but I think I'm gonna put it in prison, but I'm bailing you out because you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So like, you know what? If you needed to do that in that exact moment, in the exact second after he had held your hand, that's what you needed to do. And you know what? I'm not gonna be the one to stop you from doing that. But it's definitely not like real.
Well, hold on.
No. I don't even know why I'm thinking about that. I don't even know why I'm thinking about that. So I have this crush who was just super hot and attractive. And he said he watched animes, so because of him, I watched a couple of animes like Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece, Death Note. And I watched Jujutsu Kaisen and the men in there are super, super hot and I fell in love with gojo. Real. So I went to school, talked to my crush and told him I want to domain expand your legs. And he never talked to me ever again, and I'm just thinking how stupid that shit was that I did. You made an attempt to make a move. It was not the attempt, but it was a attempt. And you know what? You gotta give credit where credit is due. Like, you are bold for that. And I love that for you. You know what? Like, you can't just be shy in life. And I aspire to have that level of confidence that you had in that moment. I'm gonna put that one in real life here because you know what? We can't blame them. We cannot sit here and blame them because they were bold. Love that for them. How many times have I had a crush where I was literally just, I didn't want to say anything because I was scared. And it's like you're going up to them after finding out their interest, which is so real, and being like, I want to do a big expenditure. Like, okay, like, you put thought into that pickup line, you planned it out. It just didn't go as planned, and you know what? We cannot blame them for that. And that is why you're going in real life here. Thank you. This is the final confession, and it's a one-liner, and one-liners are always the worst, and I'm meant to preparing myself. Okay. I have a thing for Megami's Demon Dogs. What? That's the end of the video. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure you like, comment. I don't know why I'm not attracted to dogs IRL, I swear. I can't even, like... Get back in the cell with the rest of them. Go back to the cell, please. Like, you... Great! So that's the end of the video. Today was a day. I feel like it was very monumental in our relationship. I feel like I learned a lot about you guys. Maybe a bit too much, but it's okay. It's okay. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!